Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Pranam to all the devotees. And today is the second session of the course Life and Teachings of Four Vaishnava Acharyas. So everyone is able to see my screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes. Okay. So we will start the class by chanting the Mangalacharanam. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupah Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Vidapatakamallam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatham Vitam Tamsa Jeevam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhamritamscha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Hare Krishna. Today, as in the last class, we discussed about the characteristics of an Acharya, who is called an Acharya, and what does Acharya play a vital role in our life. So what role does Acharya play in our lives? That we discussed, and we discussed about the Sampradaya. What is a Sampradaya? What are the authorized Sampradayas, Satvata Sampradayas? And why do we have to take shelter to authorized Sampradayas? It is very important that we take shelter of authorized Sampradayas because it is stated Sampradaya Vihina ye mantraste nishpalaha mata. If you chant mantra without taking shelter of a Sampradaya or taking initiation from spiritual master or getting into that Sampradaya and following the rules and regulations given by our previous Acharyas, okay, so then only those mantras will give result. Okay, so that we discussed in the last class, and I gave a general outline, a generic view about what are these Sampradayas, what are their philosophies, and who are their main presiding deities. Okay. So Sri Sampradaya, Kumar Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, and Brahma Sampradaya. Okay. In today's class, we will be discussing about the life and teachings of Sri Vishnu Swami. Okay. So Sri Vishnu Swami belongs to which Sampradaya? Could anyone tell? Manasvi
Rudra Sampradaya, Prabhuji.
Yes, very nice. Rudra Sampradaya. Yes. So for that for Vishnu Swami Sampradaya, the presiding deity is Rudra Dev. Okay. And as Govind Krishna, no, Govind Madhav, in the last class, he raised the question about the difference between Shaivism or Shaivites and what is the difference between Rudra Sampradaya. So are they same or are they different? What are their viewpoints? What are their philosophies? We will be discussing in this class, in this, okay. So we will go further. Before we go further, I would like to just list the contents, what we will be discussing in the today's session. So mainly, extensively, we will be discussing about the biography of Sri Vishnu Swami Acharya, the life, what is his background. Are there only one Vishnu Swami or are there more Vishnu Swamis also? So totally there are actually three Sri Vishnu Swamis happened. The one whom we will be talking about, that is mainly original Sri Vishnu Swami, who is the main Acharya of Rudra Sampradaya. Okay. We will be discussing about his, about his father, about the contemporary kings, what was the what was that scenario in which he took birth. Okay. Then second, we will be discussing difference between Shaivism and Buddhism. What are their philosophies? And third is we will be discussing decline of Rudra Sampradaya, decline and also revival. Okay. How the Rudra Sampradaya was eventually declining and how the other acharyas eventually they revived that Rudra Sampradaya. Okay. And at last, we will be discussing there are some personalities whom we quote so much in our Vaishnavism, our Gaudiya Vaishnavism, even when we discuss about the teachings about the pastimes of Lord Krishna with Radha. So we quote so many personalities, and there are some big commentators also, great commentators on Srimad Bhagavatam who were the descendants of actually Rudra. When I studied first, I was also shocked. Oh my God. I did not know actually that even these personalities were also descendants of Rudra. So we will be discussing about that. Sorry. Yes. So once upon a time, there was a powerful king whose name was Pandya Vijaya. Whose name was Pandya Vijaya. Or also another name was Pandu Vijaya. Okay. And he was the king of Pandya Desha. He was the king of Pandya Desha. I have shown that this map, you can see on that right hand side. In south below Madura, if you see, the whole region is called Pandya Desha. Okay. It covered the southernmost part of the Dravida Desha. Okay. It covered the southernmost part of the Dravida. Dravida is a term for including so many regions actually. It's like Chola Kingdom, Madurai, and Kerala, also other states. So it includes so many states and so many cities. Okay. So everything is called Dravida Desha. And similarly, there was a Pandya Desha. So Pandya Vijaya was the king of Pandya Vijaya was the king of Pandya Desha. And he took birth in 300 BC. He took birth in 300 BC. Okay. So his reign, his ruling began after 300 years when Buddha appeared. So when Pandya Vijaya took birth, before 300 years, Lord Buddha came. And so that's why Buddhism was very prevalent. At the time of Pandya Vijaya, Buddhism was very much prevalent. Okay. But Pandya Vijaya was himself a Vaishnava king. Okay. He was a Pakka Vaishnava. And but around him in his kingdom and his Buddhism was very much prevalent. So Pandya Vijaya, his desire was to drive out the Buddhism out of his kingdom and re-establish Vaishnavism. He wanted to preach the teachings and the rules and regulations of worshipping Lord Vishnu. He wanted to re-establish the teachings of Veda. Okay. And in order to make this happen, he took help of great priest. He had a priest named Deveshwara. Okay. So his priest name was Deveshwara. And Deveshwara, Pandya Vijay's priest Deveshwara, was a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. He was also a great devotee of Lord Vishnu. He used to go to the temples and do puja and engaged in ritualistic ceremonies. And thus, he was he was serving as a priest and he was also serving as a brahmana, like advisory. So he was advising the king in many different subject matters. It could be about kingship, how to rule, and about bhakti also. And they both discussed, Deveshwara and King Pandya Vijaya both discussed how to drive out all the Buddhism out of this kingdom, this region, and re-establish Vaishnavism. Impart this knowledge of Vaishnavism. How to do that? So they both discussed in that way, and they devised many means. So, in the first step which Pandya Vijaya took in order to re-establish Vaishnavism was that he he delivered the deities of Lord Jagannath, Baldev, and Subhadra from the clutches of Buddhism, from the clutches of Buddhists. So at that time, because Buddhism was very prevalent, that's why they took the deities of Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, and they claimed that they were actually deities of actually Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. So like that, they were actually claiming that these are not the deities of Jagannath, but Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. The same thing is going on now also. Like before, like because of that only this whole episode of Ayodhya, happened, and recently we celebrated. So that time also the Muslims were claiming that that land is actually belongs to masjid should be there. So it's their place, not the place of Lord Ram. So in similarly, this happens in so many, actually so many, even Sri Rangam also, if you see Sri Rangam also, that time there were Muslims very much prevalent. Then Ranganath Swami's deities were actually kept underground. And when eventually when the powerful king came, then he re-established. So this type of these episodes happen again and again. Here there is Buddhism was prevalent, and that's why they were actually claiming that these were their lords. So Pandya Vijay, what did he do? He re-established the deities of Lord Jagannath, Baldev, and Subhadra, and he established them at Sri Nilachala. Okay. The king placed these deities on a chariot. So the Pandya Vijay king, he placed these deities on the chariot and took them to Sundarachala. And later they were re-established in the temple of Sri Nilachala. Okay. So like that. And now also, this is a famous thing. Even presently, whenever Rath Yatra happens, and that time when Lord Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, when they are put on the chariot, then that festival or that ceremony is called Pahandi. That is called Pahandi or Pandu Vijay. Because Pandya Vijaya, he delivered from the clutches of Buddhists. So even still, they name that ceremony. Whenever they put them on the chariot, they name it as Pandu Vijaya Festival, Pahandi Festival. And similarly, that's why the priest of the Jagannath temple, if we go there, then the priests, they are called Pandas. Yes, you would have gone to Jagannath Puri. There the priests are called Pandas. Okay. And thus, with the help of Deveshwara, the uh, king and Deveshwara, they both reinstated the worship of Lord Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, and they preached these teachings of Vaishnava. Okay. So what happened? Deveshwara, while he was serving dedicatedly and he was worshipping according to the rules and regulations, Lord Purushottam, Lord Jagannath became very happy. And Deveshwara, as the Lord Jagannath gave him blessing in the form of bestowing him the empowered personality as his son. So Lord Jagannath gave him that blessing that he will be having a great personality as his son. And his name Deveshwara put Devatanu. And Deveshwara made him very expert. Deveshwara made Devatanu very expert in acquiring transcendental knowledge. And Devatanu, from beginning itself, he was never interested in materialism. Since beginning only, he was engaged in transcendental activities. And thus he was very much enthusiastic in acquiring transcendental knowledge and disseminating that knowledge to others. Eventually, thus, when Devatanu became more older, then he accepted Tridanda Sannyas according to the Vaishnava rules and regulations and was given the name Sri Vishnu Swami. I hope now it's clear who was Sri Vishnu Swami. Sri Vishnu Swami was not another than Devatanu himself. And Vishnu Swami is an empowered personality who's a blessing of Lord Jagannath. Lord Jagannath gave blessing to Deveshwar. Okay. So in that way, Sri Vishnu Swami appeared in this material world. So Vishnu Swami, what did he do actually? We will be discussing some of his achievements. Okay. Vishnu Swami revived the institution of Vedic Tridanda Sannyasa in Kali. He revived that institution of Tridanda Sannyasa in Kali. And in his disciplic succession, in Sri Vishnu Swami's disciplic succession, you'll find actually 108 of Vedic Tridanda Sannyasis, they are accepted. They are accepted actually. 108 Vedic Tridanda Sannyasis. If you want to know the names of them, then in Gaudiya Kanthahara, there is a book published by Gaudiya publication. So they have published this book. And in that 108 names of Tridanda Sannyasa. Okay. So there are some notions actually about that who actually established the who revived the Vedic tradition of sannyas, of giving Tridanda sannyas. See, first of all, we have to understand, I will just sum up. Before, when Pandu Vijay appeared, what was that time? 300 years. And before 300 years, who appeared? Buddha appeared. Okay, you could see the timeline. And Deveshwara and his son Devatam, or Vishnu Swami, they were contemporary of King Pandu Vijaya. They were contemporary of King Pandu Vijaya. And Shankaracharya, some people think that Shankaracharya, he revived the process of Tridanda Sannyas or the ceremony of sannyas. It's not like that. Sri Vishnu Swami himself, he came before, so many years before Shankaracharya. So this is a mistaken idea that the custom of awarding 10 different names of sannyasa was first introduced by Shankaracharya. No. Devtanu appeared long before Shankaracharya, and also Vaishnava Sampradayas did not come into existence after Shankaracharya. So the Sampradayas which we tell, Vaishnava Sampradayas, they did not come after the existence of Shankaracharya, but before the advent of Shankaracharya only this Vaishnava Sampradaya appeared. And the ceremony of sannyasa, or giving the 10 different names, it is there actually in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Srila Prabhupada mentions different names are given to sannyasis. So this was already there before Shankaracharya. So this point Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he clarifies in his book. Later on, he goes on writing. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur writes about him, about his achievements. So eventually what happened when Devatan or Vishnu Swami was there, so he was very much concerned about Buddhism. He was thinking, oh, Buddhism is getting spread more and more, and people are forgetting about Vedic principles. They are forgetting about the real Vedic knowledge. Because Buddhism means what? No Veda. Veda is not authentic. We should not accept Veda. This was the philosophy of Buddha. Then Sri Vishnu Swami was concerned, and that's why he eventually, what was happening, Buddhist people, they were eventually trying to do some harm to our Vedic manuscripts. So they were burning the manuscripts. Like for example, Vishnu Swami carefully he protected the Vedic manuscript, that is Vedanta Sutra, written by Veda Vyasa. So Vishnu Swami protected them. And because of him only we are able to get the original text of Vedanta Sutra still now. And thus Sri Vishnu Swami also wrote the commentary on Vedanta Sutra, that is called Sarvagya Sutra. That is called Sarvagya Sutra. So Sarvagya, you'll find. So Sarvagya actually was another name of Sri Vishnu Swami. That's why his commentary on Vedanta Sutra is called Sarvagya Sutra. Okay. Sri Vishnu Swami's another name was even Sarvagya. The three different names. Devtanu was his birth name, then Sannyasi got Vishnu Swami, then also Sarvagya. Okay. Now there was another another personality. That time when in Bengal also in some other places, people were misunderstanding Sarvagya Muni or Vishnu Swami with Sarvagyatma Muni. There was another person named Sarvagyatma Muni, and he was follower of Mayavad. He was follower of Mayavad. So people were mistakenly, they were accepting Sarvagyatma Muni as original Vishnu Swami. But that is wrong. That is wrong. He was the follower of Mayavad, whereas Vishnu Swami is the follower of he belongs to Vaishnava Sampradaya. So Sarvagyatma Muni, he preached, he was follower of Mayavad, or that is Kevala Advaitavad. Kevala means only, and Advaitavad. Okay, monism. Only one, Brahman, Nirakar. There is only one. So, but the original Vishnu Swami, also known as Sarvagya Muni, he has preached the philosophy. What is the name? Shuddhadvaitavad. Shuddhadvaitavad. Okay. So, I will discuss eventually what is the difference between Kevala Advaitavad and Shuddhadvaitavad. Eventually, when we will be discussing about the teachings of Vishnu Swami, then more and more it will get clear. But definitely, Kevala Advaitavad means there is only one Brahma, and eventually we will merge. The Jiva will eventually merge when through meditative process, jnana process, when our conditioning, when we become perfect, when our conditioning is destroyed, then we merge in that Supreme Brahman. That Supreme Brahman is Nirakar, Nirguna, no qualities, no form. So there is no separate existence of the living entities apart from. There is only one Brahman, and we will eventually merge. Like the Akasha, which is there outside of the pot. There is a pot, and outside of the pot, there is also Akasha. And inside the pot, Akasha is also. When the pot breaks, then the Akasha merges to the whole sky. That analogy, Mayavad is given. But Vishnu Swami's Shuddhadvaitavad does not mean that. He's telling Shuddha Advaita, but that Advaita does not comply or does not, it's not similar to Mayavad, it's not same. It is different. Shuddha means pure and Advaita. What is the pure monism we have with the Lord? So Vishnu Swami preached Vishnu is the supreme personality of Godhead. He preached this very clearly actually. We will be eventually discussing what quotations he gave. Then he told living entities are eternally subordinate. Krishna is only the master. Ekale Ishvara Krishna Arasabha Pritya. And what is thing? What next? Holy name is worshipable. Holy name is worshipable. What is the fourth point? Devotional service is the eternal activity of Jiva. Okay? So Jivana Swarupa Hoy Krishnera Nityadas. The same thing, this bhakti process he preached. Sri Vishnu Swami preached. Now you would be wondering if these things are there, then already if he's discussing what Vishnu is different, Jiva is different, then why is telling Advaita? Yes? Can anybody give any explanation to this? Anybody?
I couldn't understand your question, Prabhu.
I am asking Mataji that here Shuddhadvaita Vad is there, Shuddhadvaita Vad. Vishnu Swami has already preached, already he has told that there are two living entities, there are two personalities, one is Paramatma, another is Atma or Jiva. If he's clearly mentioning that, then why does this philosophy, Shuddhadvaita Vad, what here Advaita means? What does Advaita mean here? In what way do we have to understand this Shuddhadvaita term? Is it same of Mayavad? It cannot be. Then
No.
how Advaita? Advaita means monism, one, which is not two.
Prabhuji,
Yes.
Mayavad, what is the role of Mayavad? Means how is it different?
Mayavad means that the Mayavadis, they are envious of Lord Krishna's form. They are envious of Supreme Lord's form. They don't want to accept it. They consider Brahman is all in all. And eventually we will be, after liberation, after we realize ourselves, then through our meditative process, through jnana process, eventually we will also merge in Brahman. So we don't have any separate existence apart from the Lord, apart from Brahman. But we are only Brahman. But because of our conditioning, with our meditative process, with our jnana, eventually we will also merge with. But
do they believe in God?
no, they don't believe in God. They do believe only in Supreme Brahman. There is a Brahman and there is Akasha. There is no form. There is no form of Brahman and there is no Guna, no qualities. You cannot. It's not measurable also. You cannot count. This is called Maya, and they are envious of Krishna's.
Basically, they are envious of Krishna. They don't take Krishna as the supreme head.
They don't accept. They don't accept any form because Krishna. If Krishna appears also, then he is also one like us, and he will also eventually, when Lord Krishna appeared, he will also merge in. He has also merged in Brahma. After whatever
Okay.
immersion, that is the concept
Oh,
of. But
okay,
here,
okay.
Advaita, what does it have to explain?
Hmm.
So is
Shuddha
it
means what? Pure. Shuddha means pure. And we are same also with the Lord, and we are different also from the Lord. We are Advaita also and Dvaita also.
Hmm.
There are two also, and there is one also. We are quantitatively, okay, we are quantitatively one with different from the Lord. Okay, the potencies, the qualities which Lord has
Hmm.
is more than us. Lord has 64 qualities, we have only 50 qualities. We can only, in minute quantity only, we can acquire 50 qualities. But that Lord Krishna he is having 64 qualities. So quantitatively, we are different from the Lord. We are Anu and Krishna is Vibhu.
Hmm.
But qualitatively, we are one with the Lord. He is also supreme soul, and we are also soul. He is supreme soul, but we are also soul. Nityo Nityanam Chaitanas Chaitanana. He is also Nitya, we are also Nitya. He is also Chaitana, we are also Chaitana. In that way, here Advaita should be understood. So we are quantitatively different from the Lord, qualitatively same with the Lord.
Same. Okay.
We are also spiritual, Lord is also spiritual. But we are Anu, we are his energies, Lord is energetic. Thus, the conclusions presented in the commentary of Sri Vishnu Swami refuted unauthorized statements of Kevala Advaita. If you see Sarvagya Sutra of Sri Vishnu Swami, the commentary on Vedanta Sutra, he has given so many Vedic statements, so many quotations from different scriptures, and he has established that we are not, we will not eventually merge with Brahma, but we have separate existence apart from the Lord. We are the energies of the Lord, okay? We are also spiritual, but still we are Anu, we are minute living entities.
So, Mayavadis think like they will merge into the God. And
yes.
what do Vaishnavas think like after death or after liberation? What will happen?
But in our Vaishnavism, in Vishnu Swami Sampradaya, presently we are discussing about that. So in that, it is not that after death we will be merging in the Lord. No, he is telling, he is quoting, devotional service is the eternal activity of the Lord. Living entities are eternally subordinate. That means that Vishnu is there and living entities are there. They both are different personalities. Also, living entities are energies of the Lord, but still they are both different. They are differently situated. It's not that living entities will eventually merge with, no, that is called Maya.
So what after death, what do Vaishnavas think? Like what is death for them?
Yes, Vaishnavism. What is the definition of that? Actually, I have to cover so many things. Mataji, I will discuss this
Yes,
after
yes,
the
okay.
class.
Sure.
We'll have question answer session. Okay, we will be getting into more details about Vishnu Swami. Who was Vishnu Swami? Sri Vishnu Swami called himself a follower of Sri Rudra Sampradaya. Okay, called himself a follower of Sri Rudra and a worshipper of Nripanchasya Vishnu. Nripanchasya Vishnu, the Lord of Sri Rudra. Now the topic eventually will come and will answer Govind Madhav's question. What is the difference between Shaivism and Rudra Sampradaya? So Vishnu Swami did not consider Rudra as all in all. No. Rudra is subordinate to Nripanchasya Vishnu. Okay. So Lord, so Sri Rudra is also subordinate to Nripanchasya Vishnu. Okay. Apart from Sarvagya Sutra, we see the name of Vishnu Swami, his worship of Vishnu and Nrisimhadeva in Raseshwara Darshan of Sayana Madhava. So there was one personality, Sayana Madhava. He has written Raseshwara Darshan. He has written some commentary. And he has also quoted that Vishnu Swami was worshipping Lord Vishnu and Nrisimhadeva also. He was worshipping Nrsimhadeva also. Yes. Okay. And in Vishnu Swami Sampradaya, there were, as I before I explained, there were 108 Tridandi sannyasis, they are accepted. But also there were many followers in that Sampradaya, Vishnu Swami Sampradaya. There were around 700 Tridandi sannyasis. They were his followers. And what happened? Last Acharya's name was, in 700 Tridandi sannyasis, last Acharya who appeared in his Sampradaya, in his original Vishnu Swami Sampradaya, okay, his name was Sri Vyaseshwara. His name was Sri Vyaseshwara. And after the disappearance of Vyaseshwara, the philosophy of Vishnu Swami also almost became extinct. Eventually, it declined. Now, there were two other Vishnu Swamis other than original Vishnu Swami. Okay, so totally there were three Vishnu Swamis, but the original Vishnu Swami appeared before these two other Vishnu Swamis. So, original Vishnu Swami, apart from him, there were other two Vishnu Swamis. Okay, so we will be discussing about them also a little bit, about the other two Vishnu Swamis. Now, you would be surprised to know that actually Sri Bilvamangal Thakur, he is also known as Sihlana Mishra. He was also known as Sihlana Mishra. So he was the grand disciple. One second, I'm missing something. You see, this one is it. Sorry. Yeah, and more things about him. That about 1100 years ago, in the line of second Vishnu Swami. So we are talking about now second Vishnu Swami. So who appeared, and he appeared 1100 years ago from, and his name was Rajagopala Vishnu Swami. Second Vishnu Swami's name was Rajagopala Vishnu Swami, who installed the deity of Sri Bharadaraja at Kanchipuram. You would have gone to Kanchipuram and you seen the Sri Bharadaraja Acharya's deity. So he was established by second Vishnu Swami, Rajagopala Vishnu Swami. What else did he do? He revived the preaching of Shuddhadvaita. Rajagopal Vishnu Swami, after the Sri Vyaseshwara happened in the 700 sannyasis, when it became extinct, then the second Vishnu Swami, he revived the preaching of Shuddhadvaita. And what else did he do? He established deity of Sri Rana Chor Lal at Dwarka, and deities of Lord Vishnu at Saptapuri. You would have heard about Saptapuri. There are 7 Puris actually. What are the 7 Puris? And those 7 Puris, whoever goes, his liberation is confirmed. Definitely, he will get liberation. So, Ayodhya, Mathura, Haridwar, Varanasi, Kanchipuram, Ujjain, and Dwarka. Second Vishnu Swami, he established Lord Vishnu's temples in these 7 Puris. Okay. What else? In the descent, in the line of second Vishnu Swami, Sri Bilvamangal Thakur was actually grand disciple of second Vishnu. So he was grand disciple of Rajagopala Vishnu Swami. And his another name was Sihlana Mishra. That time also he was known as like Sihlana Mishra. What happened? Then next, what happened? In the third generation of descendants, there was a debate between Shiva Swami Sampradaya and Vishnu Swami Sampradaya. So third generation, okay? The grand disciple, that is Bilvamangal Thakur, then another generation of the descendants of second Vishnu Swami Sampradaya, there was a great debate between whom? Shiva Swami Sampradaya and Vishnu Swami Sampradaya. Now we will try to understand their ideologies, their viewpoints about Shiva. Okay. What does Shiva Swami Sampradaya tell? What is his viewpoint about Sri Rudra? Shiva Swami Sampradaya is definitely synonymous to Shaivism, Shaivites. Okay, the same thing. The followers of Shiva. They think that Rudra is an independent personality of God. Okay. They think that Rudra is an independent personality of Godhead and no one else is there. So, and taking the shelter of Mayavada philosophy or Panchopasana, okay, they do that process. They accept this that Rudra is the supreme personality of Godhead and is independent through Panchopasana. So those who don't know what is the Panchopasana Vidhi, Pancha Upasana, the worship of 5 deities: Shiva, Vishnu, Surya, Devi, Ganesha. So those who are followers of Shiva, and they think Rudra is an independent personality of Godhead, so they take shelter of Mayavad philosophy, and what they think that we don't have any separate existence. Eventually, we will also merge in Sri Rudra. Okay, eventually we will also merge in Sri Rudra. That is their ideology or Shaivism. Shaivites, if you inquire about them, then they will tell that their goal is that whatever rules and regulations they are following, they are worshipping Shiva, and whatever they are doing, their ultimate goal is that after death, they want to merge in Sri Rudra. They want to become Sri Rudra. Ultimately, they will also merge. Okay. So, similarly, Devi, about Shakta philosophy. What is Shakta? They consider Devi as an independent personality. They don't consider like subordinate or there is another personality. Devi is supreme and independent personality. And eventually we will also merge in Devi or Shakti. That is the process. This is the process of Panchopasana, another form of Maya. Srila Prabhupada explained this actually so many times in his lectures. Then Bhagavatam even is purpose to Srimad. And if we just give some general outline about Shiva Sampradaya and Vishnu Swami Sampradaya, then what is that? That Shiva Swami Sampradaya, they accept Shiva as an independent personality of God. They accept Shiva as an independent personality of God. That is synonymous to Shiva. But Vishnu Swami Sampradaya, what do they accept? Now see, be careful here. What that then this because of this ideology only, eventually there will be some confusion. So Vishnu Swami Sampradaya, they accept Shiva as being non-different from and most dear friend of Lord Vishnu. Now here, sometimes what happens in our Vaishnava Sampradaya, if we see even in our Gaudiya Vaishnavism, there is a very clear statement about there are 3 tattvas: Jiva tattva, Rudra tattva, or Shiva tattva, or and Vishnu tattva. Jiva tattva and Shiva tattva and Vishnu tattva. These are the 3 tattvas. But sometimes because Shiva and Lord have very less difference in a way that Shiva is also having so many qualities. Shiva is having around 60 qualities. But that 4 qualities only Lord possesses. Okay. So there is definitely a difference between both personalities. But here sometimes, in order to not create any much confusion, and Shiva is so much powerful, and Shiva is sometimes worshipped as all powerful and destructor. He destructs this universe, and he has so many responsibilities for creating this universe, and so that's why they sometimes they accept Shiva as non-different from them. But definitely, it's not that he also they consider that him to be most dear friend of Lord Vishnu. Okay, they consider him to be most dear friend of Lord Vishnu. Sometimes they consider Lord Shiva as Lord like equal to Vishnu because of his so much of potencies. Because of so much of his potencies, in that way they accept. But actually, if we see, then they both are different. In order to not create any much confusion, and because they are equally, there's like Shiva is so much powerful. That's why they sometimes put Shiva in the category of Lord Vishnu. But Krishna possesses 4 more qualities. Okay, Rudra and Vishnu sometimes they consider, but Krishna, Lord Sri Krishna, even Vishnu is, they are also energies of Krishna. Okay, Vishnu is also an expansion of Krishna. But they have their own seva, services to perform in order to create this universe and other services. That's why required potencies or required qualities that are needed, they are. But Krishna is having more 4 qualities: Venu Madhurya, Leela Madhurya, Guna Madhurya, Bhakta Madhurya. Okay. So that's why sometimes the Vishnu Swami Sampradaya people, they sometimes they accept Shiva as same on equal level of Vishnu. But also they consider different because they have different services to perform. Okay, so this is the ideology. And because of this confusion, what happened actually? Because of this confusion, most of the people did not understand actually this difference between these 2 sampradayas. They did not understand actually what is happening. And they consider that this is also part of Mayavad. This is our Vishnu Swami Sampradaya. Eventually, we will also merge in. So that's why followers of Shiva Swami Sampradaya, they took advantage and tried to eradicate Vishnu Swami Sampradaya from the face of the earth. And they claimed Sarvagya Sutra as commentary of their Sampradaya. Another, again, there was decline. First time after Sri Vyaseshwara, there was decline of original Sri Vishnu. Then another Vishnu Swami appeared. Then again, this debate happened, and eventually, the Shiva Swami, the Shaivites people, what they planned, they wanted to eradicate actually this Vishnu Swami Sampradaya from the face of people. And they were claiming that the sutra, the commentary on that Vedanta Sutra was belonging to their Sampradaya. Then in course of time, what happened? By the influence of Maya, this misconception spread like a forest fire, and these people forgot the name of Jesus. Again, what happened next? Let's see. So, yes. Then how again it revived? What happened again? Then after disappearance of second Vishnu Swami, there was extreme drought of Vaishnavism. Then Lord Vishnu thought, oh, again, there is again decline. So he sent another powerful Acharya. And that he was third Vishnu Swami. His name was Andhra Vishnu Swami. Okay. So I hope devotees are taking note of this. Yes. This
Oh,
how
will you be sharing the PPTs? PowerPoints? Will you be sharing?
yes, I will be sharing one link eventually. I will share one link of this website, which from where I am creating these PPTs. So through that, maybe you could access this to these PPTs. Let's see, maybe I can make it a PDF or like that, and then I can meets him in the group.
Okay, Prabhu.
So Lord Vishnu then sent another powerful Acharya named Andhra Vishnu. And what happened? In his disciplic succession, many personalities, famous like Balam Bhatta, Lakshman Bhatta. In that way, they both came. Another personalities came. And Lakshman Bhatta's son was Vallabhacharya. So I think most of you would have heard about the name about Vallabhacharya. Even if you go there in Vrindavan, also if you go, there is so much prevalence of Pushti Marga system. Pushti means nourishing, and Marga means path. So path of nourishing. So Vallabhacharya also was a descendant of the third Vishnu Swami. And if you go to Vrindavan, you will find whenever if you tell that Mahaprabhu, then they will not consider Mahaprabhu of Jagannath Puri, of Mayapur. They will consider Mahaprabhu means follower of Rudra Sampradaya or Vallabhacharya. So Vallabhacharya is also named as Mahaprabhu. And there are Baithakas. There are Baithak in Vrindavan and some different places also. There are Baithak of Vallabhacharya. Even in South India, I see. In South India, when I went to Srirangam, yes, Srirangam, yes. Srirangam, if you go nearby that main temple of Ranganath Swami, there's another temple, and there you could see the Bathak. Bathak means there for some time sometime Vallabhacharya sat and they had discussion or like that. When they got tired, they sat. So that is called Bathak. So there also it is written, I have seen Mahaprabhu's Bathak. But if you see inside, there's a picture of Vallabhacharya. So in the Pushti Marga system, what do? They worship the Lord Sri Krishna in his youthfulness. So very beautiful deities actually. In Vrindavan, in Vrindavan only, while you do Govardhan Parikrama, when you go to Govardhan, and there is a beautiful temple of this Lord Sri Krishna. It's like under Vallabha Sampradaya, Vallabhacharya. So beautiful actually. The deities are so beautiful. And they also have different like Aarti system, regular worship and reading of scriptures. And what do they put actually? What type of dhuti? So this is some type of I have put some pictures. So this type of tilak they have this charana, and in between they put one dot. Okay. So I think that is Tulsi only. Yes. But they have a little bit different than our Vaishnava, how we do in ISKCON. And in that way, they dress themselves in dhoti, the pujaris, the priests. Okay. Then Vallabhacharya, now you could still see that there is this there are followers of Vishnu Swami Sampradaya. So Rudra Swami Sampradaya is still prevalent now. You could find in Vallabha, especially in Gujarat actually, there is so much of Pushti Marga. There you could find and so many temples, followers of Vallabhacharya. Okay. Also, what else? Srila Sridhar Swami, a great commentator of Srimad Bhagavatam, he also came in the disciplic succession of Vishnu Swami. Sridhar Swami, eventually, he also came in the disciplic succession of Vishnu Swami Sampradaya, and the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam were widely spread by all the Acharyas who came in Vishnu Swami. Srila Sridhar Swami is considered to be the original Acharya who write the commentaries on Srimad. Okay. And what else? Srila Sridhar Swami, he wrote commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam. What is the name? Bhavartha Deepika. In the invocation of that of his commentary, he is offering prayers to Lord Nrsimhadev. So the original Vishnu Swami, when we were discussing about him, so he was also worshipping Lord Shiva and the Nijapasya Vishnu and also Nrsimhadev. Okay, so that's why even Sridhar Swami, you would find he's also, before he starts his Bhagavatam commentary, he will offer his prayers to Nrsimhadev. And he's describing Lord Madhava and Rudra as being identical and very dear to one another. Again, being identical means because they don't want to consider that, that in that tattva, if we see, Shiva is also very powerful, like Vishnu. So that's why they don't, sometimes they don't differentiate. And he identified himself as worshipper of Nrsimhadeva under subordination of Sri Rudra. Okay, ultimately, he is telling that Nrsimhadeva is there, and under him, Sri Rudra is my spiritual master, and under him, I am preaching this message. Okay. Yes, and what we'll be discussing in our next class. So today, I just mainly discussed about the life of Srila Sridhar Swami. What about his background, who was the king and who was his father, and generic idea how many Vishnu Swamis happened, how the philosophy was like inaugurated and eventually there was decline and again there was revival. Okay. In the next class, we will be discussing about the Siddhartha, what the philosophy of Shuddhadvaitavad in detail. Is Siddhanta concerning the living entities, material world, and Supreme Lord, and some other things also. Okay. So in that way, I would like to conclude the class. Yes. If anybody has any question, then they could ask now.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes.
You asked one question in the class about what is the Shuddhadvaita means.
Yes.
So, did you answer that? Because there was so much of dialogue going on, so I couldn't understand what.
Oh, I answered Mataji clearly. Actually, okay. What is that? Shuddha.
Because you said that the jivas are qualitatively similar
Same.
to and
Yes.
same and quantitatively different. Is that the answer you gave?
Yes. The answer is simple, Mataji.
But Shuddhadvaita means pure
Monism.
oneness, monism, right?
Yes.
Pure means it's one, like that.
Yes.
So,
yes.
so if you're saying it's one, then if you say, you cannot say it's different, isn't it? So you cannot say he's qualitatively one but quantitatively different. Then it becomes like Achintya Veda with kind of a.
No, it's same, Mataji. If you see, actually, every Acharya has a different mood and mission. He has different mood and he has mission to perform. That time, so what was actually mainly prevalent? That time he mainly established and preached about Advaitavad or Shuddhadvaita. He differentiated between the wrong monism and real monism. Even we also follow monism. Monism in a way that we are also qualitatively same with the law. So here Shuddha, eventually when I will be discussing about the Tattva, then the commentators, they actually describe here Shuddha means purified. Okay, Shuddha can be of course that, okay, only monism. But Shuddha also means purified monism. Okay, the real monism which we have with the monism which Mayavadi tells, that is actually wrong. The monism
Yes.
which Mayavadi tells, that is polluted.
Yes,
But
correct.
this
I understand. But but when we say that the jiva is same as the Lord, it becomes monism, right?
yes,
I mean, qualitative, whatever.
Yes,
But
yes.
when we say it's quantitatively different, that
They are
is
different.
Jiva is quantitatively different, then
Yes.
it doesn't become monism at all. That was
No,
my
it
point.
does not. They both exist at the same time. If we see the Shuddha, mainly Vishwaswami established and he preached so much about the Advaita in its purified form. So both can exist at the same time. Even we are qualitatively same with the Lord, and also we are quantitatively different from the Lord. In his
Correct.
teachings,
Yeah,
if we
yeah,
see,
it
yes,
exists. I understand. I agree to it. Of course, that is our philosophy anyway. But when you say Shuddha Advait or purified monism, so when you say that, I'm just thinking that we cannot be talking about differentiation. We have to only talk about the sameness or the oneness. We cannot be talking about when we just even say that uh, we are quantitatively different, then it doesn't become monism at all. That's what I mean, that just came to me. I don't know how to explain.
see Mataji, definitely it's not what happens that the Acharyas come for some mission and they have some specific mission to perform. So that time there would be a need to explain this purified
So,
monism.
so if you only concentrate on the qualitative part instead of quantitative part, just only the
It is not
qualitative
like
part.
that, Mataji. Just by just telling the that vada, based on that we are judging whole philosophy. That is wrong. We have to understand the commentaries which Vishnu Swami has written in the Vedanta Sutra. If we see the commentaries in the of the Vedanta Sutra, whatever he has written in Sarvagya Sutra, he has actually established, Madhavi, he has taken the Pura Pakshi and he has established properly that we both, the living entities are different and Lord is different, quantitative. And qualitatively,
Or
we are same. Yes.
otherwise, if you go to say, we can even take up the statement, uh, Ekala Ishvara Krishna, Arasavavritti. That statement, if we take, then it becomes also monism. That means Krishna is one. There's only one Krishna. Cannot be two.
No, but we are Dritya. So there are two living entities. No, if monism is there, in that sense, is okay that Lord is one without a second in his
Hmm.
superiority. That Vibhu is only Lord. Lord is only Vibhu, but we all are.
Yeah.
So in that way, Mataji, we are two actually. There are two living entities. Two. One is Lord and
Two
yeah,
entities. Two entities. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It's not
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
now
is different. That is different. That there cannot be same like equal position of the Lord. There
yeah.
cannot be another Krishna. It's not like yeah. That
Yeah.
is actually Madhuri. I have not
Okay.
studied Sarvagya Sutra, so I
Maybe
don't know
next week,
everything about. But
tomorrow's class
whatever
we will.
I know, I'm following Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's book. So whatever he has given in his book, I'm just trying to repeat and trying to understand.
So tomorrow maybe it will be more clear for me. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
yes. Tomorrow we will be discussing. Today I just explained the whole background biography and all the stories. And tomorrow we will be discussing about the philosophy. But definitely, how much ever here it is given, that would be our main focus.
Prabhu, even
Because
if you don't say, let's say if you don't want to share the slides is okay, but at least the notes or the points which you have mentioned, if that one if you share is also fine.
yes, Madhuri,
Um,
no problem. I could share this file. No problem. Just I'm just concerned that this should not be like no one should again just share to someone and in that way they again conduct some other course and in that way. So because
okay.
so much of endeavor is being put to create such
Yes,
present.
yes, I know. Then it should be spread more in your name only.
Yeah, maybe I should have some type of copyright or some thumbnail, maybe
Yeah,
some
some your thumb, yeah, watermark or some.
watermark. Yes, so then it would be safe.
Okay, Prabhu.
Hare
Thank you very
Krishna,
much.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I have a question on the slide where the Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadras are displayed. And in the description, you mentioned it said something like Buddha, Dharma,
Dharma
and
and Sangha.
Sangha.
Yes, yes.
I did not get what exactly that is.
Yeah, see, Prabhu, these Buddhist people, they actually consider that maybe Lord Jagannath is Buddha, these three deities, because they were not having like proper, in that way, hands and no legs. So they were like thinking, okay, this is another idol of Buddha. And
Okay,
Jagannath is
okay,
Buddha, and maybe Dharma is Baladev or Sangha, and is Subhadra. I don't know. But maybe we have to see who corresponds. Like Buddha is different to Jagannath, or that I have to check. But they were considering these three deities, Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, like they are Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. So they are their deities, but not Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra.
okay, okay.
Yes, bro.
So,
Yes.
what was practiced before the Buddha came?
What was practiced before Buddha came?
Because
So
Buddha
Buddha
came, and
appeared.
then Vishnu Swami came, and then
Yeah, Buddha came. Buddha first of all he came. Then Vishnu Swami came. Then
right.
yes. See, Prabhu, as I told you before, as I mentioned yesterday, not yesterday, but 2 days before, that there are 7 births of Brahma. So Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur has explained that there are 7 births of Brahma, and in that 7 births, in those 7 births, these sampradayas are inaugurated. But same again and again, there is decline. Sampradaya is there, then there is decline, then again there's revival. There's decline, then there is another again. So definitely there is a disciplic succession. Vishnu Swami, where he has come, he has came. So he has come, he is coming in disciplic succession. But the knowledge is there. Definitely the knowledge is there. The sampradayas are there since time immemorial. No doubt about it. But we in Kali Yuga, we are able to see, we are discussing presently about like, okay, this happened. Okay. Before Vishnu Swami also, these sampradayas were there. But that was not so like prevalent. There at some point of time there could be prevalent, and then again there would decline, again prevalent. But mainly whatever descriptions we have now presently, and the main acharyas who did contribute to expand this knowledge. So we have those we have that information. But before Buddha, Prabhu, what was the sthiti? What was the situation about these sampradaya, about the teachings? That we don't have any account. Okay, Prabhu. So whatever we have is there in scriptures. It is stated in Mahabharata that there were 7 births of Brahma, and in first birth there was some Lord Sri Krishna, Lord Vishnu. He imparted knowledge to Brahma. Then Brahma imparted knowledge to some another. Then like that. So in that way, Prabhu, there is disciplic succession, but not fully. Like for example, there were some rishis who received the knowledge from Brahma. Then after rishis who came, who delivered, at least I don't know, or I don't know, maybe we have to do some more research in Puranas or Upanishads. What
Okay,
happened?
okay, Prabhu.
Yes,
Okay.
but we don't have extensive disciplic succession accounted.
Prabhuji, you mentioned about the quality and quantity.
Yes.
Quantity, we are totally different compared
Yes.
with Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead. And quality-wise, we say that we are same, but you mentioned that Krishna had 64 qualities and Jivas had 50 qualities.
In minute quantity. In minute quantity. Jivas have 50 qualities in minute quantity.
Right, quantity, that portion I understood, but then even if we say 64 versus 50, even it is in minute quantity, so how can we say that we are in the quality wise same? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Yes, bro. Quality wise, see, quantitatively there are so many qualities mentioned if we see in the Jiva. But Jiva, because of his conditioning, he's not able to express, he's not able to exhibit those 50 qualities.
Okay.
Pure devotee automatically, in that there is a famous verse in Srimad Bhagavatam, forgetting what is it. That verse explains that automatically all the qualities assimilate all the qualities the devotees have, all the godly qualities, when he performs devotional service, so all the godly qualities they come to the devotees. So the devotees or the conditioned living entities, they all have 50 qualities. But because of their conditioning, they are not able to exhibit fully. But if we see Brahma, if we see demigods, there are some other siddhas, charanas, some other pious living entities. So they are exhibiting those 50 qualities in higher quantity than we conditioned living entities. They are also exhibiting, but higher than us. Brahma is having those 50 qualities in full. He is exhibiting those 50 qualities completely in its fullest form. But we are exhibiting in minute form. So in that way, quantitatively, we are different from them. Okay. We are Anu and Lord is Vibhu. But qualitatively, we are same. How? Lord is also spiritual and we are also spiritual. Lord is also having consciousness. We are also having consciousness. We are souls. Lord is supreme soul. But the nature of soul is same. The nature of soul is described, in Gita.
Yeah.
Everything is same. Lord is also having those qualities, and we are also having. But the qualities of that spirituality, not in a way that the quality, like in a way, like for example, there could be some quality compassion, or I don't know. There is a list of 50 qualities, and in that way, if we see the perfection of those qualities, you can find only in Krishna.
Right.
Yes. And we are tend to perform those qualities. Sometimes we will perform, sometimes because of the circumstances, because of the influence of Maya, we will like again become Chuta. But Lord is Achyuta. Yes. So in that way, Prabhu, this is the whole fundamentals actually. Our whole Vaishnavism, Gaudiya Vaishnavism is based on this tattva. Achintya Bheda Veda tattva.
Right.
So because the living entities cannot comprehend Prabhu properly, that how quantitatively and qualitatively the Lord we are different and we are seen to the Lord. So we could not comprehend because we are minute. And that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells Achintya. Chintya means thinkable, comprehensible. Achintya, not comprehensible, incomprehensible. So that tattva we cannot actually comprehend fully, that how there, because Lord is full of contradictions. Yes, Lord is full of, in Ishomshad it is stated, Lord is walking, he is doing some other activity, he can do. He can walk, he cannot walk. He can do, he cannot. So contradictions can be within the Lord, and similarly with his energies. But since we are minute, we are infinitesimal living entities. We cannot comprehend fully, but we can have a generic idea about how this works. Even the creation, if we see, there are so many contradictions actually. And whenever there is some contradiction, scientists tell, oh, there is some black hole. Arey Baba, there is no black hole. Your brain is small. You cannot comprehend what is there in creation. You are even 0.1% also, you are not properly you have understood how creation works. We have to rely on Shastras. Has Shastras talking about some black hole? Something you don't know, nothing there is, you don't know, that's what telling black. Everything is clear. You are taking Aroha Pantha, we are taking a person who has created this universe, he will know now what is the creation, how I have created. And he has given the scriptures, and you are telling, no, I will not accept the creator, but I will accept my own dull mind.
Speculation.
Yes, and we are also energy of it. And we are thinking, oh, we will understand all this. Complete bogus.
Thank you, Prabhuji. What is the described in the next slide, Prabhuji? Jagannath Baldev Subhadra, and then there is another chariot or something, and I did not get those pictures. What are those?
This one?
Yep.
This is these are the chariot proof. Nothing else. I just took some AI images. Some
Oh, okay.
yeah. So this is nothing but three chariots of Jagannath Buddhishwar.
The last one looks like we see in our Rath Yatras, but the first two I did not recognize. So I thought
Yeah,
maybe there must be some
yeah.
significance.
They have done some
What is the name? What is the name of that? You said Pandu. It is named after Pandavya king.
king. Yes, his name was Pandya Vijay.
या पांडे विजय दिस जो चैरियट वाला जो है उसको क्या नाम से बुलाते हैं आपने बोला था
चैरियट हो हाँ
पांड
एक सेकंड ये टर्म्स इतने टफ होते हैं समझ याद ही नहीं
No,
पा-
the process of bringing the deities to the chariot is called Pandu Vijay.
Pahandi.
Pandu Vijay. Pahandi
Yes.
or Pandu Vijay.
Pandu Vijay, yes. So
पांडे विजय अच्छा
yes, even today when Lord Jagannath Balram Subhadra climb upon their chariots at the time of Rath Yatra, this is known as Pahandi or Pandu Vijay after King Pandya Vijay.
हाँ,
Thank you, Prabhuji. Just one more last question. By any chance, we know Sridhar Swami's time period?
Sridhar Swami's time period. There is definitely mention about him, but presently, bro, I don't remember when did he come. But definitely there is some account for that. I have to check. I will.
And
I will
the-
tomorrow.
the-
I will tell you tomorrow. I will tell
okay. The reason I'm asking that question is because he is coming after Vishnu Swami.
you. Yes.
Then Shukdev Goswami gave the Srimad Bhagavatam,
Yes.
Chit Maharaj. Then from that time period, because I think before Sridhar Swami, there must be something on the Bhagavatam, and that's why I was just asking that if we know the Sridhar Swami, if he's like last 1,000 years
Yes.
or 2,000 years, then what was there between after like Shukdev Goswami and the Sridhar Swami based on the Srimad Bhagavatam itself? From
What
that
was
perspective, asking.
was the?
How that particular Bhagavatam knowledge,
Uh-huh.
you see, yes, we know that initially people were only listening from someone and memorizing and then passing it on.
Yes. Yes.
So is this the like a beginning of the written Bhagavatam scripture from the Sridhar Swami, or there was something prior to that?
Yeah, Prabhu. Yeah, definitely. But definitely this is clear, Prabhu, that Sridhar Swami was definitely after original Vishnu Swami. He was not before like that.
So it means at least 2,000 years, because
Within
600,
yes,
600
within
BC and
1,000
300 BC.
years only, Prabhu, he would have
Right.
come. Because you see, Pandya from now 1100 years ago, Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he's mentioning that 1100 years ago, okay. Yes, about 1100 years ago, in the line of second Vishnu Swami, appeared Rajagopala Vishnu Swami. So from now, if you see, second Vishnu Swami appeared 1100 years ago. And Sridhar Swami is a descendant of third Vishnu Swami. So I think it would be less than 1,000 years, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe before Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, definitely. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came before 500 years. So definitely maybe before, maybe 700 years before that.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.
Okay, so we will conclude the class here. Om Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Vansha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri
Jai.
Vishnu Swami ki jai.
Jai. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.